What's up, guys? In this video we're gonna see what is while loop. In the previous video we've seen for loop and nested for loop, but in this video we're going to see what is while loop. So while loop is very simple. While loop is like a while expression, and after expression the statement comes in inside the block. Okay, so the statement comes here, statements comes here, our block of statements. Alright, so while this expression is true, so the while goes ahead. If the statement's not true, the while is not going to go ahead. So alright, so just remember this while. If this is true, this you go in the gaming, you while true is comes in a lot handy in the gaming. If you guys do gaming and you make a game while, you guys make it while true. So if it's while true, our character, our sprite is gonna go do this, otherwise our character is not gonna do anything. So this is a while, so just remember the while if it's true. Alright, so we put a condition. If while our condition is true, you can put a number. While this number is greater than this or less than this, or you can do anything. While, as long as it's true, it goes ahead, otherwise it's not gonna go ahead. So we go and make a program which prints our number. So it says please enter number to print. Alright, so you can put a double colon here, and you can end your line here, and CIN. But the only thing I forgot is to put my data type, to put variable. So I'll put my variable is I, just imaginary number, or you can put a x here. Alright, so we're gonna get the value to x over here. That's what we're gonna get the value from the user. So while the thing comes in, our while loop, while true. Alright, so while true, if that number is true, then we're gonna go ahead. So what number? So because our number is unknown, we put x is equal to, say, 1. While whatever number you guys put in here, that we're going to store it in x, and we see if this x is true. So what I'll do is that I'm going to initialize my I, which is another variable, to 1, and I'm going to check if this I is initialized to 1. So if its I is initialized to 1, I'm going to go ahead, otherwise I'm not going to go ahead. So if it's while I is less than or equal to n, so sorry, it's x. While I is less than or equal to this n, so this x, I'm keep saying n number. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. Alright, so what we do is that we see out our I followed by this one, and we're gonna our I is gonna be +1 every time we're gonna loop it. Alright, so this very simple program. We got two variables, I and x, and we get the value from the user, and we store it in x, and we initialize our I is equal to 1. So if his I is equal to 1, if his I is less than or greater than sorry, or less than or equal to x, to this value, then we're gonna go ahead, then we print I, we print all the numbers. So yeah, it means if the user put a 55, we're gonna print all the way to 55. If the user put 100, we're gonna print all the way to 100, because here we initialize it, and here we putting 1 every time we loop it through. Alright, so let's see. We're gonna put a 50, and as you guys can see, we print till 50. Alright, so what we do is we're gonna put a little bit gap here to make it visible. So we put a, now we put a 20, and as you guys can see, we're printing till 20. But I'll show you guys how the while loop, because I said if it's while expression is true, and then is a statement comes here. So say, because we initialize I is to 1, if you put a 0, see if you guys, is because 0 is less than our initialization here, because we initialize it to 1, and because 0 is less than initialization, the while loop did not go ahead and terminated the program. So if you guys put it here, say 2, and if you guys notice here, if you put a 1, our program is going to terminate, because initialization, it starts from 2, because I always goes if it's true. If it's not true, then it's not going to go ahead, because it wants I because it sees I is starts from 2 here, because we initialize it. It's in the programming, it's called initialization here, init, our init. So any program you guys see here, you can initialize it to any number. You can initialize it from 0. We can initialize it from 0 as well, so as long as it pleases you guys. So if it's, say if it's for a 30, it's gonna start from 0. But if you go ahead and initialize it from 2 excuse me, it's gonna go ahead and it starts from say 30, and it goes ahead with 2. It's here because we initialize it from 2. So the while loop always goes if it's true. So you guys can go ahead and put it between this number. Say you guys can put a number between 20 and something, and if this number is greater than 0 or less than this, then print this number. Otherwise, don't print this number. You guys can do it like that too, but in simple form, while comes in if it's true. If this area is true, it goes ahead. So if it's true, go. Otherwise, no go. Otherwise, no go. Simple as that. Alright, so that's it for while loop. In the next video, we're gonna see what is do while loop. So just remember, I'll repeat again, this while loop is very simple. It's while if this our expression is true. If it's not true, it's not gonna go ahead. So while and the statement comes here. You guys practice this one. If you guys want to put number on top of each other, you can do like this too. So I'll put a 40, and as you guys can see, the 40 comes in on top of each other because I added in the next line. So I'll go like that. Yeah, so 20, yep. Alright, so what I'll do is that I'll leave it like that, and I'll go here and I'll put a 20, and it prints our number from 2 all the way to 20, because we initialize it from 2. we can initialize it from 1 or 0. It's up to you. So this is while loop. While if this condition, if this our expression or condition is true, either it goes ahead, otherwise it won't. Alright, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.